Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to play a game called Free Flowers that I found on itch.io. It's another Yandere game. I think this one has female Yanderes. Not completely sure, but let's play it. It is, the person that made it was inspired by your boyfriend in Broken Colors. So I thought like, oh, I hear these. I'm clicking download. Let's play.
Hi.
Okay, I love the fact that it's just focuses on the eyes when it just fades out. The game may contain content not suitable for children and individuals with sensitive mental health. This game includes elements of physical and moral violence, the theme of excessive love, depression, and potential romanticization of these aspects. The novel is free from censorship. This is their first game, and if you want to contribute, the link for this game will be down below. Play it. Give your thoughts to them if you like this video, because they're the ones that made it, not me. The images faded before your eyes, created before another blurry dream. Created before by another blurry dream. The voice broke into a silence, like the ring of a bell, and fell out in an unintelligible whisper. Would you like to be possessed by me? I hear the strange voice ringing my head, as if enveloping me, like a warm and heavy blanket. The voice pauses for a moment, waiting for an answer to a question. Wait, no. Unfortunately, I'm already possessed. Click. Naturally, do not blame me. But I think it's cute. Anyway, I'm the only person you have, Ducky. Don't call me that. The nickname is full of painful memories. I thought you liked it. I know you better than anyone else. We are so alone. We only have each other. Fine, in that case, what should I call you? Choose your name. Digital Wave. You've asked me. I would have chosen a marvelous name. Either way, you should wake up. We will definitely meet again, Digital Wave. I woke up in a cold sweat and lazily opened my eyes, looking up at the ceiling. What a strange dream. In my dream, it was so dark around me, so lonely and cold. My head felt a little dizzy. But it's good that this was an inconceivable nightmare. Rising from my bed, I casually covered the bed with a blanket and yawned drowsily. My head hurts a little. The alarm clock hasn't rung yet. The alarm clock hasn't rung yet? It seems like the dream completely unsettled me, since I got up earlier than expected. I look up at my phone. It's only 9 a.m., but the sun rays were already passing through the curtains in my window. Birds chirped outside. Looks like I don't need to rush much. Meanwhile, I could play games or write something short, some short story. Oh, I don't know. Sketch my new design. I just need to finish one thing. And try sending my resume for a clothing designer job again. At least for character creator? Character creator. By finding a really good job turned out to be harder than I thought. Job market sucks. I I looked around my dark room full of orange hues. They were garlands on the walls, photos of cute animals, and that I personally took during my walks. On the wall was a large mirror, which I liked to look at before going out to make sure I looked neat. I looked myself up and down. Well, I do not even know what I look like. I look fine. Oh yes, I think I look pretty good. I recently dyed my hair a deep red. Also got myself some cream for skin. But I do not use it often though. And also, I like this hoodie that I sewed myself. It's hard to decide on the design. I smiled timidly at my reflection in the mirror. Anyway, I hope today is gonna be a good day. At least nobody might wake me up with screaming. I quietly walk out of my room because frankly, I don't even want to stay in the room for another hour. This house for another hour. The door creaked behind me. Today I have to take a package to my Aunt Jammy. Janny. This is my only income because my job applications often get rejected. Leaving carefully from my room and going to the kitchen, I see a familiar view. Unfortunately, the kitchen, as always, was in poor condition. There was an unpleasant smell of something sour. There was garbage on the floor. I picked up the package from the table. Then I carefully jumped over the body of my sleeping mother on the floor and fled into the street. I already set one foot out of the door before I turned around. I'll just say goodbye. I pursed my lips and quietly said, "I'm leaving. I will be back soon." I heard a grumbling in of my sleeping father. Were they both sleeping on the floor in the kitchen? And a glass ball flew at me, partially still filled with beer. My heart stopped for a moment when I saw that there was glass balls next to my father. As if he grabbed one of those, then threw. This throw would be fatal for me one day. In the end, I decided to just leave. Honestly, I don't think they actually care about what is happening right now. The street in a small town is immersed in a quiet, melodic mood. People slowly walk past small private houses absorbed in their thoughts. The sidewalks are adorned with blooming flower beds and the smell of fleshy cut grass in the air. I noticed a small calf next to me, and I could smell the coffee. And the smell greatly teased my hungry stomach. Oh, indeed, I completely forgot to have breakfast. Maybe I should go there, even though I don't have much money. And just go to the aunt will feed me. Or no, go to the cafe. Well, I think I deserve some coffee. Though why I deserve it is not entirely clear. Because father threw beer at me. Entering the coffee shop, I look around. The calf looked comfy enough. Bright pictures of slides from different countries hung on the walls. Lamps shone brightly, despite the fact that it was day. I scraped the last money out of my pockets. Suddenly, a coin falls from my hands and rolls across the floor with a clang. The coin slid across the floor with an unpleasant ringing. Damn. I leaned towards the coin, but it was skillfully picked up by a girl. Animation. She looked right at me.
Whoa, boy. Can you be a bit quiet?
I don't know. I just want to do all the voices. Whoa, boy. Can you be a bit quiet? I merely timidly recoiled, moving my hand and sliding up. Straighten up. The girl a girl I didn't know stood up, handing me my coin.
That's what you're looking for, man?
Oh, I thought that would be... I wonder... Okay, so... think it might be...
That's what you're looking for, man?
Okay, that's what it is. Is that what you're looking for, man? Wait, I want to say that again. Is that what you're looking for, man? I pursed my lips, nodding to her. I just want to make it ruder. I quickly took the coin and looked at the girl in front of me in silence. She had a gothic clothes and a pale skin, bright hair, and a purple streak. Her eyes beamed with a color like a I'm not gonna pronounce that. Like a certain flower, and her lips, adorned with black lipstick, stretched into a friendly smile. But she decided to break the awkwardness. Good hitty. You look so good in it, she said, abruptly. What's she waiting to? No, really, cool style. Thank you. No, seriously, why is she even talking about my clothes? Are you not the talkative type? Are ya? The girl handed me a coin and looked at me more closely. She studied me inspected. Her gaze mirrored a world within her eyes. You know, you look somewhat familiar. I tensed up. I don't like it when some strangers recognize me. It can lead to problems. Anyway, you look very tired, boy. You seem to be much younger than me, but you look like you went through lots of stuff already. Oh. Do you work somewhere? Not really. My work is hard to explain, and maybe I shouldn't even start talking about it. I'm a delivery guy for relatives. They live far apart, so I drive like this. Damn, why did I start it? My tongue is my enemy. Delivery guy? That's charming. Well, helping relatives is a good thing to do. The stranger let out a soft laugh, and she smiled at me. Anyway, I'm a barista at this coffee shop, but today is my day off. You look very cute. How about I treat you to a cup of coffee? I am slightly bent over from the tension. What does it mean? Do I look like a beggar to her? Like a hungry student? Maybe she is the same girl that loves youngsters. Dude, are you okay? Alright, tripping? She switched to a whisper. Drugs are not salvation. She turned to me, noticing how even more slight excitement. I began to scratch my head. No, I'm not. Why did you say that? I'm alright. Sorry. Let's not involve the cops into all of this. I was just jogging and decided to take a break from it. For a moment, I took my breath away. Oh, she's sweating. Chill. I'm only messing with ya. little guy. Like, yeah, joking around, haha. Just, I used to work in a drug addictive support service before. But I don't look like a drug addict. You don't have to look like a drug addict to be a drug addict. Just saying. That's stereotyping. She paused for a moment and gave me a reassuring smile. It was clear that she wanted to change the topic. Okay, sorry about that. I accidentally added a little awkwardness to our convo. Then, all the more you need something that gives strength. So, about coffee, would you like me to buy it for you? She asked me if I want to drink some coffee. What should I answer her? Yes, please. Oh, that's very kind of you, I guess. Of course, kid. Then, would you like some syrup in your coffee? Miss, I'm sorry, but I rely on my intuition. The stranger didn't seem like a bad person to me. But I still could not pass my distrust of others. Why are you doing this? Huh? Are you talking about coffee? I know what you... I want that you know. I want to know you. I want to support the teenagers express their freedom of speech and fashion. The spirit of protestism flows in the veins of the young. Are you really that old? Actually no, not really. And also, as I was saying, I thought you... Well, a lost soul. Again, sorry about that. It's a habit of meddling in things that are not my business. And, that's all. Just, looking at you, I remembered the past. And you're going to need to cheer up. So you want me to put syrup in your coffee? I never refuse my words. Latte with banana syrup, please. I answered her, pulling the edges of my hoodie out of slight excitement. With banana syrup? You remind me of my friend. I smiled modestly at her words. A strange order from me. Coffee and gave me a plastic cup with the coffee in it. She adjusted her gray gloves and pulled over her elegant hands. Thank you. Catherine, my name's Catherine. Kathleen. Her name's Kathleen. My name's Kathleen. I know a couple of Kathleens, so. The smile of the goth girl was very affectionate and sincere. Her white, perfect teeth appeared. And you? I prefer to remain anonymous. Got it, little guy. Catherine winked playfully. So, I am a guy, though. But still, I would like to know a bit more about you. Why? Why not? Do not get me wrong, but I'm a trainee. Trainee? I train my confidence. It's useful to tell people pleasant things and revelations. I like to approach people I don't know and tell them compliments and their smiles. Smiles. Navigate me. It makes me more confident and daring. Never heard of this method. This is not taught in school. I had some doubts that this method of hers generally works. I look at Kathleen, those my squinting eyes. What, you don't trust me? Then why don't you check it for yourself? Her words sound like a challenge. She dodged at me with more confidence, as if she had known me for a long time, in order to know for sure that I would succeed. Okay, I'll try somehow. Got it. I got a good spirit. So, do you have any dreams? This side of this nightmare. Are these questions also part of your training? Have no doubt, bud. Well, Becoming a designer. I want to be a veterinarian, but I wasn't accepted in college. You have to be in college for that to designer too. Kathleen looked at me in surprise. Her eyes widened. Did I say something wrong? I'm just lucky enough with meeting people like you. I have a good friend who's also interested in this topic. Sometimes we throw charity parties. Charity parties? We are part of a nature relief team. Sometimes we go to clean the rivers from pollution. Sometimes we go help homeless animals and people. And all that expense of the count of the audience and donations. To be honest, no surprise. I wouldn't say right off the bat that she was interested in that. Apparently, has all the strange interest towards me, towards that. So, you leading me more? You're leading your own YouTube channel or something? Well, what better way to say it? The channel belongs to our boss. He organizes the collection of the team and funds. But just one of those participants. There are many like me. Sounds fun. I smile shyly, thinking about how nice it would be to spend time with people who work for the common good. An image of my parents immediately appeared before my eyes, and the words, "You are just like them. The same thing awaits you as them." I'm on the verge of believing it. Maybe, I think about, wait a second. Catherine took a napkin from the table, took out a pen from inside the pocket of her cape, and began to write something. She was thoughtful, lost in her thoughts. When she finished writing on a napkin, she handed it to me. Take it. This is my phone number. Oh, I don't call people often. I'm interested in making your dreams come true. If you really want to become a veterinarian, I think you can get a good experience on our team. But why me? Good man. Relax. I'm telling you, I like you. If there's anything weird about helping strangers, probably not, honestly. I'm very excited. Suddenly, the ringing of the phone made me flinch and jump from... Oh, someone's calling me. Kathleen looked at her phone. Sorry, boy. I have to go on business. See you later. She immediately jumped up and hurried out the door. Looks like I cheered her up and she was running late now. Exactly. I myself need to go to my aunt. I ran to the door, holding my coffee and packaging for my aunt, and run out into the street. I circled the coffee shop as fast pace and run to my aunt's, carrying the package with me. The package was covered with empty packets of chips, so I hope no one picks on me while questioning about what is in there. Unfortunately, my aunt lived not far away, but my parents are still not able to visit her in person. Because they're drunk. After walking for about 20 minutes, I find myself I finally see the roof of her house and click in my pace. You're at the door. Here is the door to her house. Fine, I'm here. I knock, waiting for the door to be opened for me. Who is this? I hear my aunt grumbling, frighteningly low voice, but I try to answer her confidently and loudly. It's me. Is that you, nymph? Before opening the door for me, I saw my aunt's shadow flickered in the window of her house. Oh, yep, I see it. She opened the door for me and looked at me with an appraising look from head to toe, and then her eyes rested on my package. Nobody tried to spy on you. Nobody. I confidently answered her and gave her the package. The aunt walks a little deeper into the house. I decide to ease my tension between us a little. Oh, how's your daughter's doing? For example, Mary? I haven't seen her in a long time. Meh, she's fine. She's an extra ballet lesson class right now. It's just a pity that she stopped trying to learn better. I spent so much money on her. Oh, my aunt hands me the money, which I immediately start counting. I'm sure she'll get better in time. She just needs to, oh, Auntie? It's less than the great amount. I frowned looking at the bucks that I've been counting over and over, but I don't start a fight with my aunt for no reason. So I don't start a fight with my aunt for no reason. Of course, I'll tell you your ungrateful disgrace of a dad that he owes me a lot. But I wore my head in frustration and pursed my lips. I wanted so much to save up for a new beautiful fabrics, but again, my father owed his sister. In case I can't argue with her, knowing what problems it will cause me in the near future. Aunt rolled her eyes. Listen, youth. My daughter's tired of some of her toys, and Julie, take it if you want, as conversation. Hearing those words, I felt like a beggar again. Oh, can I really? I tried to fake a smile, so not to upset Aunt Jammy. Maybe there's something beautiful in her offering, or something that could be sold. Still, her daughter was not much younger than me. Aunt gives me a shopping bag with some things, as if she has been preparing to pay me off with this. I look at the bag with interest. From what I smelled, a mixture of scents of child's perfume with a hint of something rotten. I smell very stiffly, but my aunt patted me on the head. I was taken back. Take whatever you like. It's what you deserve. She smiled sweetly at me. Whitey's butthole. Oh, wait. And it really slammed the door in my face. I decided to sit on the side of the road and look in the shopping bag for something of interest to me. Still, there could be some things that would complement my image. Do I really want to look inside the bag? Well, why not? I looked carefully in the bag and saw that there was a bright clothes of our daughter, skirt and bracelets. And the clothes were somehow tiny. How can I even wear this? How could she or her daughter even fit into all of this? Digging deeper, with hope, I try to find something cool among this garbage. But I only find torn, food-stained toys that appeared to be more than a decade old. No, really, why did Aunt Jammy keep all of this old stuff? The deeper you dig, the worse it gets. Not only were their clothes tasteless to me, they were also so shabby. Dipping in my hands deeper again, I suddenly stumbled upon something hard, dripping in slimy substance. My surprise was strong enough for me to freeze in place. It was okay, editing that part out. That's for sure. And I just discuss it now. And Pizzac is the furthest thing away and disgust away from me. I'm really one that had a gag reflex. I would have a gag reflex looking at it. What was that thing? Maybe it was here by accident? No. That is, Aunt gets her house burned down. I really wiped my hands on the grass for a second. I shook with nausea. I was out of my consciousness. But what kind of tricks are these? How did she even come up with this crap? Is this a hint that I'm some kind of weird person? Of course, I knew that none of my relatives support my current parents and interests, but can't they be more polite? Maybe this is what I deserve. My parents don't love me, nobody loves me. But do I love someone back? Maybe the problem's me. Perhaps I should help my parents try to get out of the alcoholism, find a job, resume my studies. There's so many things I have to do, but why can't I? After all, I always take a big risk when I carry these damn packages to them. Running back and forth like a cursed boy. I don't have any people to attach to or beloved relatives. It's currently impossible to pester me, at least with regards to my clothing, except for who I am. I stood up in my spot, angrily tossing this bag aside and kicking it into the bushes. I don't want to take anything from my aunt anymore. She definitely did it on purpose. I raise my head into the sky and see that little by little clouds are gathering. And I'm gonna go burn down my aunt's house, okay? It looks like it's going to rain soon and quite heavily. I'm not dressed for the weather because before that, it was so bright. I frustratedly went towards my house, hiding the receipt amount in my hoodie pocket. How little did she give me? The cold wind swept past, developing foliage. The world seemed to stop, shuddered in silence, before the storm. Suddenly, a small drop fell right into my nose, and one more, and more, and there. This is definitely what ticks me off. The rain started so fast. The day is getting worse and worse. I had to run into some store to shelter. I don't want to get wet my hoodie. But it started raining faster, and I could run to any store in a small town. Puddles formed under my feet, getting longer and deeper. My sneakers seemed to be already wet. In conclusion, I had to hide under the roof of this bus station. But unfortunately, I was already almost soaked to the skin. I don't want my money and phone to get wet either, so I decided to stay on the same spot. Realizing that the rain would not end soon, I sat down on the bench of the bus station and pressed my back against the glass. I love the animation. I see a shadow leaning over me. Hey, are you having fun? I heard a girl's voice nearby. A bright girl with wavy hair was standing above me. She handed me an umbrella and smiled sweetly. She handed me her umbrella and smiled sweetly. Her golden curls fell over her shoulder, and she smelled of pears and freshness. The eyes were like warm chocolate. Is something alright? You know, the buses rarely come here, so I don't think yours will arrive soon. Or do you just like to sit here? I bowed my head. The situation with my aunt still wouldn't let me go. How painful. There's nothing to see here. I don't have a strength to speak to anyone. Speak more. Anger boiled over in me. Even a friendly stranger was standing in front of me. The stranger looked at me sadly and tried to smile to cheer me up while she was fixing her hair. Her pale skin and the curves of her hair and voice reminded me of a bell. Spring flower bells, snowdrops, would suit her very much, I mean. Well, do you still need help? I just noticed that you have a very sad face, and I thought maybe you were having some kind of problem? Oh, I was walking home. I didn't expect it to rain, though. And I didn't dress well for the weather. Oh, it's okay. It happens sometimes. Then let me walk you home. Would you like it? The girl moved away from me, which helped me get a better look at her. She was short in height, vested in dressed in a green and puffy dress with stripes painted in warm colors. Her summer shoes hit the out spot. It's not difficult for me. In fact, I really like rainy days and often go on walks like this on purpose. And you're not cold in this dress? I asked quietly, watching her and her wet fabric of the edges of her dress and sleeves very slightly bracing her body. Hey now, it's the warmest days. And besides, the coldness of the freshing is freshing and reminds me that I should not stay outside for too long. And I could certainly sit here with you, but I still prefer to take a walk. Let's go. So, are you sure you want to go with me? Are you gonna go with me? Let's go. Okay, thanks. I could use the help, I guess. That's right. You need to be able to accept help sometimes. So, don't worry. Just walk beside me. I have a very strong umbrella. It will close. It will close us from the thunderstorm. The truth won't protect against lightning, huh? I smiled timidly and embarrassedly at her childlike attitude. The girl was clearly in a very playful mood. I got up from my seat and walked over to the stranger. She raised her umbrella over us, but I was too tall for her and her umbrella. If it was me, I'm 5'2". I think she'll be taller than me. Because of this, she raised her hands in an uncomfortable position so the umbrella wouldn't hit my head. I didn't want to be hunched over. Maybe, can I hold it? Of course. I didn't notice that you were so tall while you were sitting. Don't worry about it. I nodded understandingly to her and took the umbrella in my hands. Slightly shook it off the moisture and stood closer to the girl. She took a step forward, away from the bus stop. She looked around carefully and took me down the road. That way it will go faster. And I obediently followed her. We walked in humble silence. It's much more comfortable under her umbrella when I'm holding it. The clouds were still gathering around our heads, intensifying the downpour, and I walked until my companion stopped. She was looking at a closed cafe in the next street. Is there something wrong? They're just closed down my favorite place. I often went there with a friend. She said with silence, though rather with a cold. And it upsets you? Probably, or it upsets my friend more. So you live close to her then? Here then? Relatively. But it's not that important. I'm not allowed to bring guests there anyway. Well, okay. It's okay. Closed, then closed. Why can't you bring guests? Never mind. The girl was silent for a while and looked into my eyes. You look kind of unsmiley. Can you tell me something about yourself? About me? Well, I look at her with a weary smile. Oh, I have nothing to say about myself. You're lying. I'm not lying. Which is better, cats or dogs? Cats? Wrong, both options. What a quiz. Books or movies? Books? I break my eyes in confusion. Romance or horror? Romance with horror? Yeah. I do a lot of visual novels with that, but never read a book like a book for romance and horror. And same thing, unless you count paranormal romance. You see, but you say that there is nothing to tell about yourself. I am quick to correct situations like this. That was a little barbaric. Usually the people in me like usually the people in me like that. In you. So what do you mean by romance with horror? Well, I suppose a drama contains powerful emotional contracts. So have you read the Dark series that has romance, horror, and action? And I love Dark Humor. That is the reason why I could handle most of these games with Yandere's in the nutshell. They're far more. At least I get warnings of what's going to happen. Book? What warnings? What's that? Like science. Yeah. I like reading about psychology. I'm just interested in how many people behave in certain situations. It's a bit like solving a puzzle, figuring out what makes people tick. If you don't, as long as you don't stab people, fear talks them good. I tried to read something like this, but there's no strength. Although I have already helped read helps. Even though what I have already read helps me stay afloat. Oh, I understand. I look at the girl, trying to think of something else to say about. What about your friend? What do you like about psychology? What can I say about yourself in return? What can you say about yourself? I don't want to be the only one here to got through your quiz. Okay. Between cats and dogs, I choose bumblebees, whales, and birds. You said between cats and dogs. Okay, either cats or dogs, not that. Okay, that's not fair. I didn't say my games were fair. The stranger shuddered her shoulders and laughed. But from movies to books, and I love forensics. I like to churn on my brain thinking about this or that crime. My favorite crimes are that of Constantino with his cult. I don't know who that is. I know the Zodiac Killer. Not who it is. Chikaraito and Peter Tobin. Are these even real people? Other than the Zodiac Killer. I don't think any of these are real. I have to look up. I mean, don't quote me on it because I don't do true crime. Honestly, it's not familiar with all these. I mean, Zodiac Killer, yeah. Well, then I gave you an idea for something to watch at home. No thanks. I'm not a big fan of watching true crime. I sit through it if I'm bored, but I'm not a true crime person. Because then life becomes even more terrible. Or you become trying to internet sleuth and get it all wrong. The paranormal eats me up inside sometimes. I'd rather keep watching horror movies about creatures and killers that don't exist. And the only slasher movie I've ever watched is Scream, so... And, you definitely know that people see the horror movies about the creatures and the killers. And, well, definitely the creatures. There's a lot of, and you look at all the romance books, these were created because people love those movies. Okay, I'm just joking. Don't you think about it. So, yeah, the creature ones don't faze me at all, because I'm gonna go, okay, can I see fanfiction about it? My friend loves it too, so we often play Guess the Killer. It's always Jason, with this machete. So often, our pastime becomes more exciting. I think it's great. Maybe you're doing something like that? Oh well, it's a bit interesting in medicine. And watch medicine videos sometimes, learning about operations and stuff. I like to discuss it with my friend. He's surprisingly very advanced in the area. Yeah, he's a doctor. Interesting. Anyway, I see that you're a little cheered up by my question. Ah, thank you. Then we want? What? No, I don't wanna. Come on. It's your new entry. Unreal. I heard you. The girl and I walked calmly in the very heavy rain. It all looked so unreal. The sea was shrouded in white fog, as the rain cooled the asphalt, hot from the sun's rays. It smelled of moisture, air, and thus wet asphalt. It smelled so delicious. I love to eat the asphalt wet from the summer rain. If that were possible. Is she following my thoughts? The girl laughed softly as she continued walking forward. As we walked, she looked at me, examining my face hair. Do I look strange? I asked, feeling slightly uncomfortable with our eye contact. Do I sound strange? Are you talking about those words about asphalt? Is it bad to be weird? No, I guess not. And did your wife? You know, you're a very nice guy. And I think you're almost at your house. Yes. To be honest, I don't really hear rain anymore. I was a little lost in this dialogue. But this walk definitely refreshed me. And my house appeared ahead from the shabby roof. So, I'm glad to meet you. I haven't had much fresh dialogue for a long time. And I will definitely remember it. We came to my house and stopped at the door. I was ashamed that, out of habit, even for the downpour, I smelled the smell of alcohol and dirt emanating from my house. I was afraid that the girl would hear it too, but nothing seemed to bother her. Is there something wrong? No, I'm fine. Thank you. Okay, I believe you. But doesn't make me worry, but don't make me worry about you. It's time for me to go back. I'll see you again. Bye, and good luck to you. I picked up a little and watched her walk away with her umbrella. She slightly cooking, and she paced again, slightly beaming from her positively. How hard is it for me to understand? However, there's already one person in my life whom it was also difficult for me to analyze. It was nice to walk with you, little birdie. I bit my lip as I heard the nickname. Yes, I nodded shyly. Her hair was completely wet, which made her look slightly deceived and funny. I stared at her like this. She walked away. It was so strange. I was very quickly slipped through all the rooms I did not need. I felt so much better, and went to my room and locked locked on the inside with a chair, and took out my phone, money and phone. They seemed to be not markedly. Oh, not. They seem to be. Why can I? I'm literally thinking of the name in my head. I'm like, what? Marvelously not wet. As I take my hoodie and toss it to the floor, I notice my reflection in the mirror. My cheeks burn like two sloppy petals, and there was a strange. Is it real? And how long have I looked like this? Did this girl see me like this all the way? I awkwardly look away and sat down on the couch. Water drips from my hair onto the floor. I completely forgot to ask her name after it all. Wait, how does she know where I live? I think she's stalking me. Okay, check this game out if you liked what you saw, and if you like my content, please subscribe. I do help out if you haven't done already, and comment down below. I'll see you guys next time.